Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to our Posture Brain Reset 10 minutes. So wherever you are, sitting in your chair, just pop yourself, make sure your feet are flat on the ground. So these are things that we can do sort of like really quick moments. These are ones we're going to repeat that we've done some of the ones already, but just let's get ourselves ready. Shake your hands out. Let's go. So if you're there and joining us, please say hello. I can see a few of you there. Okay. And let's begin with our fists. Let's just make some circles with your fist. And then take one fist and then bring this back. Don't over clench your knuckles. And then we're going to take your other hand and wrap that around and cup inside and then push that hand into. So particularly if you've been doing a lot of keyboard work, you've been on your desk, these can get particularly tight as you sat with your hands flicked back in this position on a mouse. So we're doing the reverse. So it's the hand that's inside the fist that's doing the stretching. So if you've just joined us, welcome. We're going to make a fist, put that in and begin to straighten the elbows. We're just going to, good morning or good afternoon as we are now. Let's just begin with our wrists. So a posture brain reset. So the ways that if we are sat down for lengths of time, which most of us are doing, they're now saying we should be doing a counter posture. For every hour sat down, we should do 5 minutes of counter posture. So this is your 10 minutes. So the first one is the wrists. So when you're typing or on a mouse, you'll have the wrists, often your wrists will be at this position. So this wrist is the one now we're doing a counter posture for. Let's change. So if your wrist is this one, this is the one we're working. Make your fist back and the other hand comes round to cup and pressing into this, straightening this elbow out. So it can be good to maybe be in these for about at least 40 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute is good. So, and while we're there, just breathing in through your nose. These could be good ones to take a quick breaks with throughout your day, every hour. Just do this one for your wrists. Flex the wrist back. Okay, lovely. Link your fingers, press your palms forwards. Let's stretch through into your fingers. Hello, if you've just joined us. Okay, so that's your wrists. The next one, so if you're at a desk this way, typing quite a lot, not only is it just your wrists, but we have this anterior rotation of your upper arm. So what we're going to do is spiral and unwind that. So I'd like you, it can be good if you can grip actually onto your arm some way, but place your palms upwards, grab hold of the arm above the elbow, and aim to turn your arm out further. And if you're doing that in the correct direction, you'll sense that it drops your shoulder down. Hi, if you just said hello. I can't always read who your names are. If you, it's at the top, it says if you're on, if you can see the StreamYard invitation, it doesn't join you up or sign you or allow it to see any of your information. But if you click on that StreamYard link, all it does is allow you to put your name in so I can see who that is. And then if you're on YouTube, hello as well. So once you've got this hold of this, you then turn the palm downwards and between the two hands, this one at the bottom and this one at the top, we're trying to do a wring the dishcloth out. So you spiral this arm more this way and the hand is turning the upper arm more that way. So you're creating a spiraling motion in that. Many of you will be regulars and anybody will be familiar with this one. We've done this one this morning as a whole upper body shoulder release. And again, get hold, turn, spiral that down. So what's important is this hand keeps turning your upper arm that way as a counter spiral. And we'll do it one more. Spiral. Lovely. Okay, so shake your hands off. A good way to just sense them, really notice if there's a difference between these two arms now, even just releasing here, is to let both your arms flow up and notice if there's a difference in the range with the ease with which your arm goes up. Do they feel different? Let's just even you out and do the other arm. Palm up, get hold of the arm above the elbow, get hold of it and outward turn it so you'll feel the shoulder drop down, and then you counter spiral your forearm down and like you're wringing a dishcloth out, and you'll see that spiral line here. Can you see that shape of the arm going across there? And again, so 3 times. So with the wrist one we did previous to that, I was recommending about a minute. This one I'm saying do this exercise 3 times, spiral. And one more, spiral. And shake. And then the next postural thing we're looking at is the shortening across the front. So we've done the anterior rotation, looking at the shortening across the front of the chest here. So we're going to find that by taking your arms out wide to the side, flex your wrists back, and then squeeze the back of the hands together. I'm going to turn sideways, and we're going to lift the chest up and up and up. Imagine there's a hand poking between your shoulder blades and really take those arms back. So this is your counter posture for the sitting position where we tend to become rounded. And again, holding this for about 30 seconds. Breathing in through your nose as you look to the ceiling. And as you breathe out, looking down. Do a couple more breaths in like that, looking up as you breathe in. Expand the front of the chest and breathing out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Last time, breathe in, lift the front of your chest. Breathe out, squeeze the back of the hands together. Lovely. And come round. Lovely. So that's a counter posture for our upper body. We're now going to do a little bit in terms of just bring in a little bit of calm and still. So what I'd like you to do is take your fingers, we're going to take one finger and we're going to find your ear. And if you find this where the actual ear canal is, and then spiral down from the ear canal, so you feel like you're slightly pushing the ear down, and then go up, so you feel like you're pulling the ear up. And as you come into that first curve there, I want you to gently press on the skull there and circle and massage that area. Okay, so this can be really good for calming you down. This is, believe it or not, they actually use this point if they're doing electrostimulation of the vagus nerve. This is the point where they do this, into this area here. So you can press really gently and circle it round on the skin, or you can press a little bit firmer and press, so you're feeling the skull. But this is really good for activating vagus nerve, which if you've had a lot of stress and things have felt really anxious or stressful, fight or flight response, this, which would you believe is actually stimulating the vagus nerve here. And so we're just above that, we're just in that point above. Okay, so we're going to come out of that the same, we're going to spiral out of it. So you can come up, lift the ear, come round and down, and get hold of either the earlobe or just above it, and now pull so it feels like you're opening and making the ear canal wider. And while you do that, swallow a few times. You can blink a few times and swallow. And then the last one on your ear, put your finger actually in the ear canal and then pull it open backwards. So you're pressing back down. Just feel that as a release. It's a particular favourite of mine of all the ear ones. I do find them really calming. I find them really beneficial. I've done them for years, a lot of them naturally, instinctively as well. So let's repeat with the other ear. So what you do with your ear is you find the bit that your finger can rest in at the base of your ear, and you can trace and gently pull, and it feels like you're spiraling and circling upwards, and it feels like it's opening the ear canal until you get in to that place above the ear canal. That section, you can see that, and then you're just going to rub and massage. You can either do it gently and slowly on the skin, or you can press a little bit harder. And this massaging, like I said on the other ear, this point stimulates the vagus nerve. So in electrotherapy that they do for really calming and sort of like, they use it a lot in terms of like stimulating the vagus nerve. This is the point that they will apply that electrostimulus. So this little bit of a vibration here, you can make that finger go a little bit quicker, but it's really good stimulating that vagus nerve. And then come up, lift up. And again, down, and then get hold of the earlobe and the ear from the bottom and pull. Pull, as if you're opening up the ear canal, as if you're trying to get more sound in, create space inside. I find this deeply soothing. It's really useful. If you've got children with autism, it's really, really useful as a calming down. So the last one is a finger in the ear canal and gently pulling it back. Gently pulling it back. And so is there a difference between your right and your left? I notice one side is much more responsive. I get much more of a response on the right side than my left side. And then release. And then finger taps, tip tap behind the back of the ear. So find the skull. I'm going to go a bit easy because it bangs on my head mic, but little taps on the bone that you find behind there. So tap. So that's a little bit for your vagus nerve. So we've done through the body, and then the last one, standing up. Okay, get out of your chairs. So what they always say for, again, if you spend long periods of time sitting down, all the neuro pathways that sense your proprioception and also your balance, they're not, I'm reluctant to call them core muscles because people tend to just think of your core muscles as like related to abdominals. It's basically the whole balance system that keeps you structurally like balanced and supported. So always good to wake up those muscles. I recommend doing this, stand on one leg. When you're brushing your teeth first in the morning, you've been laid down for a long period of time, all those balance and core muscles switch off. So wake them up by standing on one leg as you're brushing your teeth. Right now, we're just going to stand up. And as you're stood up, can you cross your leg in front and behind? Let's wake them up. Could be good. If you're taking a break at work, have a go while you're stood there waiting for the kettle to boil or whatever you're doing. Just be doing these often as you can. Really good for waking up all that internal, making your body feel alive. So you're getting more sensory feedback when your body is active and alive. So on one leg, let your eyes look from left to right. Let your head look from left to right. Lovely. Let shoulders, head, eyes look from left to right. And then let's have an exaggerated wobble. So the more you can find that you're almost going to fall over. And it's good to sometimes touch the floor with it as well. So you know the floor's not so far away, and come back down. Let's shake that leg out that you've just been balancing on. And let's do the other leg. Balance. Leg crosses in front, behind. Front, behind. Breathe. Your body will feel much better for this in a moment. When you sit back down, you're going back the rest of your day. And then hold it as a balance. Eyes left to right. Head left to right. Head, eyes, shoulders, left and right. And then let the whole leg go all over. Challenge your balance. Really good for waking up your brain, waking up your body. If you spent time sat down, get up and do this sometimes, balancing on one leg. Let's shake both those legs out. And then one more stood upwards. Okay, hands flex back, push the pelvis forward, lift the chest, flex the wrists back, breathe in. And come forwards, link your palms, press your palms forwards, bend your knees, round tuck under your tail, push the arms forwards. Lovely, keep the hands linked together, take your hands up above your head. Again, push up, push your pelvis forward, push your chest up, breathing in. And come down. Just let all that blood flow up into your brain. Just let's take our last few moments hanging down to re-energize, nodding your head. Deep breath in as you breathe out, uncurl. And reset. That's your posture brain reset for Tuesday. You can practice any of those. Watch again from the beginning. If you missed the beginning ones, we did wrists. Okay, we did wrists, shoulders, upper chest, with all alignments. So have a good day and I shall see you soon. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that.